Every pargana, there were several officials whose work was supervised by the Sikdaran and the Munsifar. The Sikdar was responsible for law and order and general administration, and the Munsif looked after the collection of revenue and civil cases. To prevent his officials from becoming powerful or even corrupt, Sher Shah introduced the practice of transferring them periodically. He looked into every detail of the administration. The villages were looked after by the panchayats, which were composed of village elders. Now, military organization. Sher Shah established a large standing army and he introduced measures to make it disciplined, efficient, and strong. He took personal interest in the appointment and training of armies. The salaries of the armies and the officers were fixed according to their skill and ability. Alauddin Khilji's system of branding horses and maintaining a descriptive role were once again revived. The army was divided into many units and each unit was placed under a commander. Garrisons were set up in different parts of the empire. The cavalry and infantry were highly trained, disciplined, and were equipped with artillery. Now we are going to see communication system. Sher Shah built an excellent network of roads in order to facilitate the quick movement of officials and troops throughout the empire. Next, to promote trade and commerce and to make traveling easier and comfortable, the Grand Trunk Road was the longest and the most important of the four major roads that he built. It connected Sonargaon in the east to Peshawar in the northwest. Shady trees were planted on both sides of the road and rest houses, which is known as rise, and wells were built at regular intervals for the convenience of travelers and merchants. The salaries were also used, the sarais or the rest houses were also used as dak chowkis, means post office. Now, trade and commerce, the construction of roads and sarais, means rest houses, greatly helped the growth of trade and commerce. To give trade a further boost, all duties except two were abolished. The first duty was levied when the goods were brought into the country, and the second was levied when the goods were sold out. Sher Shah instructed his officials to treat merchants well and look after their interests. The jamindars and the village headmen were made responsible for the facility and safety of the lives and property of traders in their respective regions. New weights and measures were introduced. Coins of gold, silver and copper of uniform standard were introduced. The silver coin issued by Sher Shah, which was called the Rupaya, was so well made that it remained a standard coin for centuries after his death even. Sher Shah's greatest achievement was his revenue system. Several reforms were introduced to improve the existing system of revenue. land assessment, the land was carefully surveyed and measured every year. The average produce was calculated on the basis of its fertility. 1/3 of this was be paid as tax in cash or kind. The land was divided into three types: good, bad, and middling, on the basis of its fertility. Sher Shah insisted on lenient assessment but strict collection of taxes. Taxes were reduced and loans were granted if the crops were damaged during war or if they failed due to natural calamities like drought or flood. The Jagier system was discouraged and the system of patta, that is title deed, and kubuliyat or agreement was introduced. Now children, only this much for today. Kindly open your page number 83 and do exercises A, B, C and D in your textbook itself with pencil. Thank you.